we've got an AFC South showdown. Indy's dominated the series with Houston with a 30-9 record and winners of 7 in the last 9. It's the Texans and Colts on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Colts offense ready to go here for the first time, and the former Philadelphia Eagle turned Indianapolis Colt Carson Wentz set to take over here at the controls in his first year in Indianapolis.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
10th season now in the NFL for T.Y. Hilton, all of them with the Colts, and he went over the 600 catch mark last year for his career. He continues to be a reliable target downfield for Colts' new quarterback, Carson Wentz.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
40 catches as a rookie for Michael Pittman. He overcame some early injury problems and really developed into a reliable target as the season went on. The son of a former running back, that's what he looks like after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
2nd and 16.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
About to get our first look at this Texans offense as they're led out by Davis Mills, their rookie quarterback, selected in the 3rd round from Stanford.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did. but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 127 yards. And he stopped immediately there.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Mitchell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 32. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Mills. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There's a little bit of a surprise when DeForest Buckner was traded from the San Francisco 49ers to the Indianapolis Colts prior to the 2020 season, but it sure paid off for Indy. Named All-Pro for the first time with 9.5 sacks.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That second down play, that's a -4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on a 35-yard strike. They'll get 11, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change up momentum?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And this throw incomplete.
Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Second and 10. Play action now. Mills. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
From the gun, here's Mills.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz, left side, Doyle with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Wentz to Doyle there. 1st down, Colts.
On 1st down, Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mills. Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, next-gen stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, it's Taylor.
And he returns this to the 22.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Mills from the gun on third down. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Carson Wentz and the Colt offense ready to go back to work. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Wentz.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Mitchell, and he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 35 yards that time on the punt. So here are the Colts to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
They'll run here with Taylor.
Oh, he bowls over him.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Houston set to take over.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Grover Stewart. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mills. Trying to fit it in the middle, but it's intercepted.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Taylor again.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point attempt to follow here.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On play action, Mills. Got it complete to Rodgers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mills now from the 50. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On 2nd and 9, Wentz out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 6 yards left on second down. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He's got it. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame. Right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He stiff arms him.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. Indy set to go on offense once more. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. No gain, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle and able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Colts, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Houston, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
You